It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Chesapeake Energy Arena in downtown OKC. Tonight, it's the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Houston Rockets.
Ed, you ready for another fun fact about the Houston Rockets?
Let's do it.
Okay, the team was established in 1967 and was given the name the Rockets because San Diego was the home to many space-age manufacturers. When the team eventually moved to Houston, the name still fit, giving Houston's association with NASA.
Wow, so Houston, we have a problem? All of that associated with space? Who knew?
Are you saying that because Carmelo Anthony's in town?
No, Apollo 13.
Oh, okay.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. And scores.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Harden. James Harden. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Look, I get it. Fans are always going to wonder what if. But James Harden is not the player he is today if he was still part of the Big Three. Leaving OKC unleashed a part of him he never knew he even had. And that's why today, you fear the beard.
Steven Adams, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Tucker to Paul. Harden. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George to Westbrook. From long range, and Russell Westbrook, he can turn a game in an instant. Hits the three on the quick release. The inner beast of Westbrook, sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably, it's your soul.
Here we go, my ball.
George, and he buries it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Harden. Thunder have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
James Harden. He's now 5 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's Rockets ball. Harden matched up with Paul George. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Time for into the game.
Number 42, Nene.
Westbrook to George. Here's a chance from long range. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
2-point shot for James Harden. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
Harden in possession. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter.
The assist from number 13, James Harden.
Russell Westbrook against Clint Capella. 4-3. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Count it.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Russell Westbrook powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To P.J. Tucker. Baseline drive. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That ends the first quarter. The Rockets with the lead. 1 quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay, well, you went there.
The shot turned away by Adams.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Jeremy Grant, guarded by Ennis. Big man, Steven Adams. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Westbrook. And a chance coming up at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Russell Westbrook. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. To P.J. Tucker. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
George against Ennis. Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7. At his size on the wing, that's a tough matchup on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, let me tell you about why he's so great defensively. He gets up into you and forces you one way. Does not give you an option to dance with the basketball. That wingspan, that frame, that size, that strength, and that lateral quickness. Oh, there's no getting by Mr. George.
To Harden. Fires the 3. And it's George there for the rebound. Westbrook into the front court. Up by, ferocious slam inside. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lobs it up, flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between 2 players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 10, Eric
Gordon with it. Right now, down 7. Paul, he was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs them the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Russell Westbrook here against P.J. Tucker. Now it's Harden at the controls to P.J. Tucker for 3. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Paul. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Ooh, he'll take that.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that...
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. To Harden. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Great dish to set it up. George, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Harden. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Adams to Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
First half in the books. Thunder with the lead.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Harden in possession. His guys trail now.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Can't connect from in close. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustment. Were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Paul George lets it fly from beyond the arc. The rebound belongs to Houston. Harden to Paul. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Fires the three and knocks it down.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Paul to the outside. From long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To George. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowded. Whoa! Get that out of here!
Message sent, Jay. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Russell Westbrook, guarded by CP3. Knocked loose. Down to 5 on the 24, and they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's in the hands of Harden. Probing the defense. Harden shoots. Doesn't get the bounce.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Adams to Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Harden, knocked loose, picked up by the Thunder. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
To Rivers. Stuffs it down with authority. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Harden. Deep two there, won't go. George, Harden's on him. To Westbrook. George. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot, but what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Thunder in command of this one. The Thunder have it to start the 4th quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the 3rd quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing it.
To Harden. Thunder have it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Gordon with it. Trailing by 15. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Westbrook. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Harden. Thunder have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Knocked loose. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
James Ennis at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw good, and the lead back down to 15. George to Westbrook. 4-3. Cleans it up, and a putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Harden into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. It stays with Houston. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 2, Brandon Knight. Entering the game for the Thunder. Number 12.
Fires the 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
And Russell Westbrook knocks down a wide-open 3.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Nene. For 3. And the rebound taken in by George. Ferguson slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
The assist from number 2.
To George. Going to launch beyond the arc. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
George, guarded by Brandon Knight. Beyond the arc for three. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll make sure they're on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 9, Jeremy Grant.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. And he drains it.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Russell Westbrook, defended by Knight. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Rockets in control of the basketball. And he buries it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Westbrook. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. To Rivers. And the finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Westbrook. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
And this will get out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Time to shuffle things up. Austin Rivers. From long range. Hits the trifecta.
And that's what this game is. As the game plays, you have to adjust on the fly. That delivers the element of surprise.
To Paul George. Down to 5 on the 24. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.